citizens, whatever they might be. With respect to the applicant and the city departments, we are limiting here by agreement the issues to status of NEPA, wetlands, and traffic.
So we went back and redid our drawings to conform to the current FEMA elevation and build in the compensatory storage, et cetera, so it conforms. So really, that's really what changed our submission to NEPA. That complete application went to NEPA on 31st of July, and that's being tracked through the process. And when we eliminated the gas facility, obviously traffic changed some also was actually reduced. And then that'll be R.J. O'Connell, Chuck Doherty, and then Giles Ham will discuss the traffic.
Good evening. Like mentioned, my name is Chuck Doherty, R.J. O'Connell. We're the civil engineers for the project. I'll just give you a brief summary on the changes that Mike outlined. The major changes at the gas station that used to be located in this area has been removed from the development program. That also included underground storage tanks that were located in this area, which are also removed. What we ended up doing was dropping the building by about 18 inches, dropping the grade in the parking lot by about 2 to 3 feet. And this way we're able to provide the flood storage for the line that's being filled. And we're actually providing about 30% more storage.
So that I understand, how is it that you increase the compensatory flood storage? Well, as a practical matter, how is that accomplished?
Because we reduce the grades. So this part of the site, where we're raising the grade to construct the building pad, and this front piece of the parking lot, we're actually filling the floodplain there.
Right.
So in order to cut through, compensate for that, we're grading down from the front door of the building down to this area of the parking lot. So this area, the grades have been reduced by about 3 feet.
Right, and so is it going to pool there? Is that what you're saying?
No, well, during the 100-year flood.
But so are you saying that the flood is going to be in your parking lot? Is that what you're saying?
The 100-year floodplain,
Yep.
based on the FEMA,
Yep.
would show that this area currently floods.
Currently floods.
Yeah.
I don't think any of
So
us
we're
are
not
planning to
making
be
it-
there.
We're not
The
making it
100-year
any worse.
flood.
Right.
But okay. But in ordinary circumstances, that's the extraordinary
it's
circumstances.
only the 100-year flood.
Okay.
There's some major concerns about that crossover as you come around the corner, trying to get to the left-hand lane to get into the entrance. To
This
be-
right here.
Yeah, and tying up traffic.
And keep in mind,
Put a bumper all the way back there too.
keep in mind a couple things is that in the afternoon, this isn't heavy flow traffic. This is heavy flow traffic.
Just a couple of concluding summarizing comments. There were no comments that would suggest to me or anybody else that they would hold up the approval of this project. So is it my understanding that if we answer all the comments to the satisfaction of the peer reviewers, that we should be expecting the board to respond to either vote positive or negatively towards this project? And what is the timing for that to happen? Again, I'm trying to understand it. I mean, clearly, again, none of the comments suggest that they should hold up this project. They're all either modifications that we can make, clarifications that they're asking for, but nothing that we have found that it's going to hold up this project. Our intent is to start construction this year. And again, what we're asking for has been granted before, so we think we'll be in good shape there. So really, this board is really the part that we don't understand.
We've got a 12-page report from Mitch Engineering. It contains, I don't know, 25 or 30 items that have not been responded to by R.J. O'Connell. This is all new material and a new site plan, which removes the fueling station. There's an awful lot of new material here that needs to be reviewed. It is under review. I think that this meeting was set up for you to hear from the city traffic engineer and the city engineer on the plans. We've attempted to review the plans as they've come in, although they've come in recently with great revisions. I don't think this meeting was set up to make any determination as to when or if this board's going to vote on a proposal that is still under review by the consultants, and in fact, under review by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. There was a meeting Monday morning with Mass Highway, and state law requires that a project of this nature coordinate with Mass Highway.
It's a very dangerous intersection, Liberty, Pleasant, and Water Street. I'm very happy that I had Lowe's look at that, but now that I have, I also know that this particular project is building on top of the Lowe's project. And I would probably suggest that this project should also look at what Lowe's had done and build their own traffic on top of that.
There will be a Mass Highway meeting on Monday morning, which is the first Mass Highway meeting. And the information will come to the board in an organized way after people have time to look at it and really be able to absorb the information, make sure that it's complete.
Ken Giles here with Vanessa Associates. I just want to point out again that we're going to answer every single question that gets raised, and Jack raised a couple of questions. I'm sure the coordinator will use those questions, but quite frankly, it's highly unusual for us to invite the city and their representatives, their consultants, who are making the Mass Highway. And we want to do that because we want open process, we want all issues resolved in a timely fashion. So I've reached out to Jack as well as your consultant, and invited him to that meeting.
Lead me to believe that the site plan is really incomplete and not ready for any except review by a competent engineering consultant on the board's part, as well as a fair opportunity for our city engineer to take a look at it.
Started going through it. I had written a comment letter back on June 4th, and I noticed that probably half of my comments weren't even addressed. So more or less my comment letter for a week ago was that I consider this basically incomplete until some of those issues are addressed. I didn't want to go diving into reviewing something that didn't look like a whole lot changed, specifically stormwater. Very important down there by the town brook. So, I mean, it is basically, like you said, a week and a half old, but in my mind, it's subject to probably some pretty significant changes depending on what groundwater is out there. The parking lot is going to have to raise or lower depending on where that groundwater is to meet stormwater management standards. So I have basically some strong reservations, at least until I can see a complete set of plans.